Ms. Cosio, the defendant is your former roommate, and you claim that he owes you for rent.
Correct, Your Honor.
And he moved out prior to the termination of the lease. Is that right?
Correct.
How much prior to the termination of the lease?
It was 3 months prior.
What 3 months?
It was September, October, and November.
Did you get a new roommate?
Yes, I did.
And on what date did the new roommate come in?
That was at the middle of October.
Did the roommate pay October's rent?
Yes.
So the only month so far was September that he was not living there and not paying rent. Now, when you lived there, Mr. Allen, did you pay August's rent?
I did not. We had an agreement in August that I would move out so that she can move the new roommates in on September 1st, and I would take over the remaining balance that we owed for the utilities, and she would keep my deposit.
Did you pay July's rent?
Yes.
Is that correct?
He was behind in rent, so no, that is not correct, Your Honor.
Well, what month was he behind in rent?
It was July, and it was August.
Just a second. August, we understand that he didn't pay.
Correct.
In July, what was his share of the rent?
We were supposed to split it in half. It was $1,200 each, and he didn't pay the full amount for July.
Okay, do you have proof, sir, that you paid July's rent?
I have proof that I
$1,200?
paid $800 of it.
So you were behind $400
Well, I paid
for
it.
July.
I paid it, but I had closed the bank account, so I don't have access to that account anymore.
Yes, you do. You're not talking about July 1912. You're talking about July 2019.
Yeah.
Right? So,
yeah,
so all you have to do is get something that shows that you paid it. And so the only proof that you have is that you paid $800 of the $1,200 for July.
Correct, yes.
Did you keep his deposit?
Yes, the deposit, we were gonna...
Shh. And how much was his deposit?
It was $500 for the deposit that we're not getting back for the damages that he caused to the apartment.
What damage?
He damaged the door, he damaged the carpet, he left the apartment super filthy, the room. I had to rent a vacuum to deep clean the room. I had to buy cleaning supplies to clean the mess that he left behind.
She had a dog that had peed and throughout the whole house.
Are you still in the same apartment?
Yes, Your Honor, and that is incorrect.
Just a second. You're still in the same apartment. Do you
Yes, Your
intend
Honor.
to stay there?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that actually hasn't occurred yet, that you didn't get deposit back.
Correct.
So you have $500 of his money.
No, the deposit, we split it in three. Originally, it was 3 roommates.
How much did you put in as a deposit?
About $175.
Oh, don't.
It was we split it 3 ways, $500. So
Okay, we're not talking about a lot of money.
No.
And there would be no reason for her then to forgive all of August's rent.
well, that was
Do
the
you-
agreement if I would move out as soon as possible so she can move somebody else in, and I moved out within 2 days.
I
That was the
couldn't move
agreement.
anybody
Just a second.
in.
That was the agreement.
Sorry. How many times were the police called to the house to
One
come
time.
and put him out?
That's
No,
not true.
They came to the house and they just told us that we were being loud. We would come home from the bar or the club and we would be a little bit loud carrying the party with us. And she would immediately call the police instead of coming to my door and asking us to quiet down. She called the police on the neighbors for being loud. She called the police on her own mother when her mother came over.
That's not
Her
correct.
first thing she ever did was always call the police.
Roommate moved in October.
Yes, I have
you-
proof that I called multiple times to
would
the
you-
police.
Would you just show me what you have as proof that the roommate did not move in until October?
I don't have proof, Your Honor, because he was supposed to release himself from the office to release his name off the lease, and he never did that. He just disappeared, so I wasn't able to move anybody at that moment.
I went to the office.
Just a sec. He didn't pay August's rent,
Correct.
and he didn't pay $400 in July.
Correct. And September as well, Your Honor. I wasn't able to replace him right away, so I had to pay for September as well.
When was the last day you were there, sir?
August 24th.
August 24th.
Yes. And she moved
Oh,
somebody
just-
in on September 1st.
Do you have proof of that?
I went to the office on August 24th to
Don't
get
give
removed
me
from
hearsay.
it.
Don't
no,
give me
I went
hearsay.
and she refused to remove me from it.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
What was your share of the rent, sir?
$1,200. She's trying to charge me for rent and charge her new roommate that she moved in for rent. She's just trying to make extra money off of all
What's
this.
the name
That
of
is
your...
not correct.
What's the name of... Hey,